I want it back. Give it back. I want it back. Give it back. I want it back. Now you know what I'm talking about.
Hey YouTube, this is vlog number 3. I've been trying to put something together here, but I've been just too busy. Work has been insane, and literally I get home, I have to do my chores around the house and different things, and by the time I even get to doing a video, it's just impossible. And I kind of want to do some more prepping stuff because I haven't had a ton. I've been just kind of showing what's going on in the Mojo world, but not really doing any prepping videos, so I have to kind of do a few, obviously, because I know there's a lot of people on this channel that look forward to seeing things in that vein. I have finished one of the first videos in a series on bug out bags, on my Get Home bag, which is the smaller version of all the bug out bags and the system that I've come up with. I mean, my system, it starts off with a Get Home bag, the bug out bag for your car, and then the bug out bag at your house. Each one incrementally getting more complex on how much and what is in it, but always following the same rule of thumb: water, food, shelter, which are the biggest, most important things you have to base any type of preparedness. And kind of combined with that food, obviously, is fire making or something, how to make, some way of making fire, matches, lighter, whatever. Also, I want to bring everybody's attention to, I brought up Black Rifleer and his son, who got arrested for wearing an NRA t-shirt. A link to the video about his son is below, and I highly recommend you check it out and lend your support to these people. They're at the forefront of fighting for our Second Amendment rights. And let me tell you, there's one thing sending letters and being involved politically to try to fight for your Second Amendment rights. It's a whole nother thing when they cross a line where they infringe on our Second Amendment rights completely in their overzealous manner to try to push their agendas on us. And here's a great example where they went too far. And some people are like, I'll just let it go. No, you can't. You can't let these things go. And these people are going to fight right down to the very last resource that they're going to have. So you got to definitely put your weight behind them. I really would strongly urge you, because you're not only just fighting for them, but you should be fighting with them, because this is a right that everybody should hold very important, because it is the last fine line between tyranny and that protection from tyranny. It's the only line to protect yourself and your family. Anyway, I'm not going to get on a high horse on that. Another thing that's going on is you got to check out PetPrepper and PetPrepper. They put together a great contest, and you can go check out exactly the whole rules and everything that goes behind this contest. I'm lending my support behind it, and because I find it very important to get people who are beginning prepping or who have not really tested their preps out to be in that situation without being in a real world scenario and learning the hard way. Now, I thought about doing it. It's about turning off your power for, I think it's 48 hours. I could be wrong. I think it's 48 hours. Wow, I got our first mosquito in the house. Go figure. Anyway, sorry. And basically, you can't use it vehicle. You have to only if it's I think pre-1979, or where it's not electronic ignition. vehicle. Otherwise, you'd have to use a bicycle or whatever. And you're not allowed to. You don't have to turn your refrigerator off, but you got to leave it shut unless you have to take medications or something. So those the rules, and I've already lived that. So it made no sense to me to go into the contest. I mean, you'd be able to see what I do, but go look at my videos. I mean, I did 13 videos on Hurricane Sandy where I lost power for 14 days. And then I lost power at Hurricane Irene as well for over a week. And so I did fairly well. I learned from Irene, actually, where certain things that I was lacking and certain things that were personal to me. Like, everybody's survival is personal. There are certain things that might bother you that I wouldn't have a second thought about. And there are things that would bother me that other people wouldn't bother them. And one of the things was I needed bright light. I'd like to have a very strong bright light. And I learned that after Irene, how I was like, I kept coming home and all miserable and depressed, and I couldn't figure it out. And then I realized, when the lights came on, I'm like, oh my gosh, I think that's what it is. And I ended up getting a much more powerful lantern, and that was the reason why I was kind of down in the dumps, even though I had everything I pretty much needed. That one little thing I would never have known, unless I went through it. And that's what this contest does. It's going to put people in a position and learn what might be lacking in their preparedness. Or it's just a very important thing. I think it's something that I want to lend my support definitely behind. So that's why I'm doing it. So you check PetPrepper, link to her channel below, and PetPrepper. And PetPrepper I've been subscribed to for a long time. Learned a ton from this woman. She, to me, is like one of the original, like, die-hard type of preppers. I mean, she's shown so many people so many things, and it's really, I believe, fully a part of her life, and you see that and feel that, and she's personable, and she's just an awesome channel. So either which way, you should just sub her if you haven't subbed her before, but I'm pretty sure most of the people that are in my subscription list have already subbed her. And PetPrepper is a trip, and I originally didn't sub her because I don't have pets. I didn't really see the reason. I don't just sub anybody at any given time. But she's such a riot. She does lots of other things, and she's just a really great down-to-earth lady. And so I decided to sub her. And plus, one ugly guy gave her like a 2 thumbs up. So. I haven't regretted it since, because there's always, you never know what's going to come on her channel, and a lot of stuff, it's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff. I mean, even though I'm not an owner of a pet, but now I have somebody that I can, if people who are new preppers that I either get started or I meet and they have pets, I can refer her channel to them. So it's a great thing. I don't know any other channels like hers, so definitely give her a sub and some support as well. So anyway, Mojo World. Some of the things that are be coming up, I have I've been roasting my own coffee, so I'm going to do a little quick video on that, and brewing it and putting it together and what I do. Coffee is a huge thing for me. Like, it's a very important thing in my prep, and I've been kind of focusing a lot on it lately just to make sure I'm fully secured with a good year supply of coffee, because that is talk about morale booster. It's a morale booster daily just to get me through work. I am coming to the tail end. I don't know where the month of April went. So this month coming up, I'm going to have to start focusing on my ministry work. I'm way behind, and I hope I can get that going. And those of you who don't know, I do a ministry work for a day to pray for the peace of Jerusalem. I work in tandem with a ministry called Eagle's Wings Ministries, And that's how I've gotten in contact with Ryan Murrow, and I do a lot of advocacy work, pro-advocacy work for Israel and against anti-Semitism. And I'm not Jewish, I'm a Christian, but that's a whole nother story, and all my older subs are probably rolling their eyes, oh gosh, here we go again. So I'm not going to... But you can see different videos that I've done on that, and most of the videos from my day to pray will be on the WOLCMNJ YouTube channel. So if you want, you could sub and get all those videos that will be coming out if that's something that interests you. Anyway, not much else is going on. I'm going to be... I can't wait to go hiking, and I bought a new tent, which I will show in a future video, and it's part of the tent that goes to my home bug out bag. I wanted to get a 4-season tent, but Obama and his taxes took that away. So I had to kind of get at least something, the next best thing within my budget price range. And so I got a really nice one, a nice 3-person tent that weighs 5.5 pounds. I mean, awesome tent. Extremely easy to set up. I didn't even read the instructions. I set it up within, I think it took me about 8 minutes. I have a video where I set it up, and I mean, it wasn't 100% the way it should be set up, but I more or less got it up. And it's always good to practice your shelter making prior to a disaster. And so I'm going to kind of test out setting it up at night and setting up in different scenarios. And I plan on doing a lot more camping and hiking this year. I kind of got a really bad report from my doctor. And this is something that's been a long time coming. My job really prevents me from living like the healthy lifestyle I used to live. And it's kind of set me in situations where I'll sometimes eat things I shouldn't eat, and I very rarely can exercise because, as you guys have seen, like I'm working nights, I'm working days. It's impossible to have a normal schedule with my job. But I have to do something. And what's great about prepping is what you do. Like when you saw my fishing videos, I really got started in fishing because of prepping, because I wanted to learn the skill of something to catch a food source, get food. And I love it. And now it's part of like something that I do I'm learning how to fish better each year, and it's a skill, and it's fun, and it's great. And you could see, I mean, those of you who might have missed the video before, it's check it out. It's the video before this. I don't even know what the heck I titled it. I'll tell you in a minute. Like eating Goodbye Winter, Hello Spring. So if you want to pop that in, it was a really great day. And I since went fishing again and caught a bass, smallmouth bass. So it's been awesome. And I want to do a lot of hiking. I used to hike all the time, but when I was in the fiber optic job, it was just as crazy, and I very rarely got to go hiking. But now I don't care. I mean, I have to get back into shape, and I have to totally change my diet. And that's it. Then prepping is a huge part of your health. And I'm trying to get that all set and straight. I should have done it a while ago. And it's time to stop making excuses. And I want to take you guys along on my hiking and camping trips. And hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to buy some more batteries and for my camera so I can have enough battery juice to continue filming. And that's pretty much in a nutshell. That's what you eventually see coming up in the channel ahead. The next video will be the bug out bag video, or the get home bag video. My gear, why I chose it, and how you should go about it if you need the get home bag. But we'll go through that in another video. So do your best, let God do the rest. Take care, guys.